In this video, I'm going to do a demonstration of GraphPad configured for a specific engineering problem, and that's the designing of scaffolding for a building. And to begin with, I'm just going to open up a brand new drawing worksheet. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the scale here because it's going to be a little bit bigger of a drawing, so it's now 20 feet per square. And I'm going to add a couple of tables in. And you'll notice I've got lots of libraries, and I'm going to add a summary table, and that's going to calculate our costs, and then a legend, which will actually show what the icons represent. And so let me zoom out a little bit and move these into position here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw the walls. And so we'll just really quickly sketch out the walls and add some dimensions. And so let's give us an idea of what we're working with. And so if I look at my scaffolding library, I've got scaffolding, 1- and 2-story levels of scaffolding here. And as I drop these entities on here, we're going to notice a couple things happen. So if I look at my legend, we're going to see that we've got the icon that we've dropped in there, but it's got components associated with it. And so a single icon represents 4 frames, 4 crossbars, and 4 foot pads. And so that would be defined with the icon. And if we look at our summary, the costing is based upon the components. And so if we look down here, we'll actually see the prices. This is like a month long using the scaffolding. So for each frame, it's $35 for the entire month, crossbars, etc. And so we can actually see that the total is being added up for us. And now all we have to do is just kind of move this over, and then go ahead and create our scaffolding. And so if we go into our library, we've got one full frame, but then we're going to attach to it. And so we would just grab the items and snap them into position. And so it's 40 feet, so we'll grab 40 feet worth of scaffolding. And again, it's going to snap in there, etc. And what we'll do is we'll group this so we can rotate it. And now we'll just rotate it into position. And so that's the first wall that we're going to create. If we move over here, we've got 36 feet. Let's try putting 30 feet worth of scaffolding on it and see what it looks like. And so we'll just go ahead and add our scaffolding in the same way. And again, go ahead and group these items. So here, just select, group those. Now we can rotate it into position. And so now we can put that along the wall as well. Get an idea what that's going to look like. And as we're doing this, if we look down at our table, we'll notice that our table's automatically being updated. So we've got, we could easily calculate this by hand, but this allows the iPad to do it for us. But we can see that we've got, now first we've got these complete double scaffolds, which is the icon. We'll go ahead and actually take that row out because we don't really need that. But we've got, of the number of frames, we've got 18 frames, we've got 28 crossbars, and 18 foot pads. And we've got a total cost for putting this out for an entire month as we do this particular project. So that's a good example of how we can actually use the library. And again, all these features are going to be exposed to the user. So they can actually define, if we look at the scaffolding, we can actually see this can be edited. Now I don't have the components here yet, but we'll put that button on there to where basically you can actually put in the list of items that goes to make up this particular icon. If we look at the table as well, we can see that those tables can be defined using the application itself as well. And so we can actually change the font, etc. But we'd also create a new table, and we can actually see what the table is going to look like. We could then add our columns. And we try to make this kind of helpful so that as we add these in there, it does it pretty intuitively. And so we can see we can add the columns, the footers, and then the calculations as well. So that shows how all these features work together to create an application that not only can I configure for you, but engineers in the field can actually make their own configurations and use it for their own engineering purposes. And that's really my presentation. Hopefully this is something that appeals to the industry. Thank you very much.